Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we're gonna start pen testing Nibbles machine. This is an easy machine with 20 points, and the IP address of course is 10.10.10.75. So yeah, we're gonna start pen testing it. I'm already put it in my host file, so this is it. Yeah, so I can ping it. Cool. Now we're gonna make our file here and open it. Nothing here. So we're gonna start scanning the machine with the scripts and the version scan, outputting everything in nmap, and the location or the name of the machine is nibbles.htb. And in the same time, I'm gonna open my browser here. Sorry. This is the browser. I can open the machine, and there is already a web service with hello world in front end. And if we view the source code, we're gonna find the nibble slash. There's a directory here, nothing interesting really. So we're gonna try and search what's inside this nibble blog. The nmap just finished. Nibbles actually is a content management system. So whenever there is a content management system in a box, this means that you should search for an exploit, for a known vulnerability. It's not like you can just view the source and find some passwords in a HTML comment. No, you're gonna try to search for a known vulnerability. Cool. No posts on this blog, and I don't think that those links are interesting. Of course, nothing should be in the source code. As you can see here, 22, the SSH, the same version again, not exploitable at all, and 80 with this version, and that's it. Cool. So we're gonna try and start a content discovery. First, I should find my word list, which is mod.txt. Now we're gonna start the content discovery with gobuster -u nibbles.htb, sorry, .htb, and nibble blog slash. As you can see here, there is readme. Usually this readme contains some information about the specific content management system, or just any web service. Alright, cool. The first thing is it's revealing the version of the nibbles.htb, the nibbles blog, and some other information. I don't think this is gonna be helpful, but yeah, there's the admin panel here. Let me open it. Cool. This is it. The problem here is that it's like a lucky guess. So you should find it. The username is usually admin, but the password you should guess it. And you can have like 5 guesses. It should be like admin or 123, or the password is too simple. It's just nibbles, right? So it's the same thing as the machine. So you have to guess it in like 5 guesses, because there's a brute force protection from this brute from brute force, of course. So we're gonna open the machine with nibbles as a password and admin as a username, and we got the dashboard, right? So we already have the version of the machine, right? Readme. This is the version. As you can see, you can search for a vulnerability for this type of content management system with search exploit. We're gonna type nibble blog. As you can see here, this is the same version we have. So it's an arbitrary file upload vulnerability. You can use metasploit to open the machine. Let's try let's try penetrating the machine with metasploit, and then we're gonna move to the manual exploitation, right? So let's search for nibble blog. There's only one model here, and it's the same one we're searching for. Let's view the options here. Of course, the password should be nibbles, and the username will be admin. The our hosts should be, just set the domain name, and the lhost is my IP address, and the target URI will be nibble blog, and run. That's all. Exploit failed. One or more options failed to validate our hosts. Well, our hosts. I think I did a problem here. Options. Nibble.htb. Did I? Okay, it's Nibbles. Set our hosts nibbles.htb, and now we can run. They made a reverse. They made a TCP handler sending the stage to make a meterpreter, and meterpreter session open. So now we have a shell. We can just session 1. Now this is our meterpreter. We can just open the shell, and we have a reverse shell, right? That was the easy way. That was Metasploit, right? We're gonna move on now to the manual exploitation, right? So we're gonna start with knowing what type of exploit is this. It is, let me search from the blog. This is it. Let me see if I can find any information, any good information about this vulnerability. Let's search for a blog or something. Nibble blog contains a flaw that allows an authenticated remote attacker to execute arbitrary PHP code. So we can execute a PHP code on the machine. This model was tested on this version, of course. The URL of the blog, we can copy this here. And I don't think there is anything interesting here. No. Alright. I think the blog's gonna take long. No problem. Let's just search for Nibble blog 403, and it was a file upload, right? Maybe there's just one of this type of vulnerabilities in this content management system. When uploading image files via the My Image plugin, which is delivered with Nibble block by default, Nibble block 403 keeps the original extension of uploaded files. This extension or the actual file type are not checked. Thus, it is possible to upload PHP files and gain code execution. So to sum up, you can just upload a PHP file in the My Image plugin and then like trigger it somewhere. Now, how can we trigger? Right, obtain. Okay, this is the proof of concept. Obtain admin credentials. We already have them. For example, activate My Image plugin by visiting this place. So we can activate it. Upload PHP shell. Ignore warnings. Let's see this place here. Copy. And we're gonna change localhost with the nibbles.htb. Installed plugins. This is the place where we can install a plugin or configure. And this is My Image plugin. We can configure it or uninstall it. We don't need to uninstall it because it's our way to open the machine. So configure, and title, position, I don't know what does this means, and caption. Just set anything here, nothing. And this is the important part of us. This is where we can set, or we can enter our like upload our payload. So first thing we need to do is knowing where is our payload here, or I mean make our payload. So we're gonna make it with MSF Venom, but first I'm gonna try to find some payloads. There should be PHP type of payloads, because we're exploiting a PHP or a web service based on PHP. Those are the PHP reverse shell. I'm gonna choose this one, PHP reverse Perl. I just like it, I don't know why. Let me say Venom. Dash P to specify the payload, and lhost to specify the IP address. Import 1234, let it be like this. And the format should be raw, and the output should be in a file called php pel.php. I'm gonna make it in the desktop so I can upload it easily. So I think that's all. Let me just enter. Okay, now I'm gonna set a listener here for 1234 and try to upload this payload.php, and we're gonna click here save changes. Those are just warnings, you don't need them because it says that ignore warning. And we're gonna visit this URL here. I think I should not change anything except the localhost. Okay, so this is the default name of images uploaded via the plugin. This is the default name, right? We're gonna change localhost here by nibbles.http. So that's how we can trigger the payload. So our payload is actually in this specific file. So clicking enter, let me see what's gonna happen. And I get a reverse connection here. Now I can execute anything on the machine. Cool. Let's find if there is Python. No, Python 3. Cool. Now we're gonna run this Python 3 here to spawn a TTI shell. Good. Now I don't think there is tab completion. This little trick will give me the tab completion. Now I'm gonna go to the home directory of Nibbler, which is the current user. I don't think there's other users. Let me see. Oh, there's just a root with the bash shell. Yeah, SSH. No, I don't think so. So we have to we start the privilege escalation. Now, one of the first things you're gonna do when you enter a machine is to know what's in the current home directory. There is /personal stuff monitor.sh bash history. There's nothing in the history, and the user.txt. I'm gonna cat it. This is the flag of the user, and personal.zip. Let's unzip this file here. Replace personal. So someone just already decompressed this file and got those files. So to not get a spoiler, we're gonna replace them all. Now let me cat this specific file. It's the only one here. A lot of things here. I don't think those are helpful. Check mint monitor.sh. So we're gonna see our permissions on the machine. What can we run as another user, right? This is how we can this information you can get it with the sudo command. So it's gonna take a little bit of time, because if we can get anything with this, it's gonna be so helpful and easy. As you can see here, user Nibbler may run the following comments on Nibbles. I can run this script here with the root as the root. As the root, I can run this with no password. So I can just like sudo and copy this here and paste it. And if I click enter, the terminal is gonna execute this script as the root, right? So anything inside this script will be executed as root. Let me see the permissions on this script here. It's a file owned by me, Nibbler, and I can write, of course, and anyone can write in this. So anyone can get a root. No. I am the only one who can get Nibbler, who can get the root, because I have the ability to execute this file as a root with no password. Even if someone can write in this file, he can't execute it as a root, right? So we're gonna try to delete this file here and replace it with a file with a malicious code, right? So I'm gonna make it here. Let's make just charge monitor.sh and vim monitor.sh. I'm gonna do the shebang. It should be bin bash and bash. That's all. What's inside this comment, or let's just explain what's inside this file here. The shebang is when you run a script without specifying a program to run with. The terminal will run the script with the path or the program you specified in the shebang. And the bash here is a comment, just a comment. The terminal will execute it. And because we can execute this script, what's inside this script, with as the root, we can get a shell as a root. So we're gonna save this and start a server here to download this file. Now first I'm gonna open this location and then download the file. Download this 10 1424 with this port, and the name should be monitor.sh. Now I have that file. Everything is okay with it. Cool. Now I don't need this anymore. Now I can do sudo and specify the path of the monitor.sh and enter. It's gonna take a little bit of time again. Now this is a really big misconfiguration which reveals or which leads to a privilege escalation on the system. So user Nibbler can get a root access with just running this file. And I have an error here. The content of this file containing a comment which is not found. Now how to fix this? Yeah, I got it. Now if we can view the permissions on this file, we can see that a Nibbler owns this file, but he can't execute it, as you can see here. So we should add the execution permission to this. We can add all the permissions to this file. We don't care. We just need to get the root. So we're evil, that's all. Okay, now I'm gonna wait again for a long time. As I said, it's a really big misconfiguration. Anyone should not use this kind of things. So that's all. As you can see here, who am I? I'm root again, and this is the flag of the root. Now that was a little bit easy privilege escalation, but I can say that the foothold was a little bit like, I don't know. It's relatively an easy machine, especially for, let's say it's a medium machine for beginners and easy for the medium ones. So that's all. That was the machine. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. That's all. I don't have anything to say. Peace.